Hi, everybody. We're continuing on TikTok. We're on right now. This is the second class, Pashas Nasso, and we're on the third paragraph. So we have to understand it's conscious the Mount Torah Shabbos the Mount. So Rebbe says, and we're wondering these amazing things, newness, the newness, not only newness, the godly revelations from God's Torah has a newness every year. So it said, and understanding is necessary regarding the content of the renewal of the giving of Torah in the week after the holiday of the giving of Torah. That according to what we said, that before there are two aspects in the renewal of the giving of Torah. Clearly says God chooses the Mount Torah Shenas B'Zman Mount Torah, the general renewal of the giving of Torah which happened on the holiday of the giving of Torah. V'skachus apratis Mount Torah b'chol yom shem nefshekas v'skachus klaus b'zman Torah. And the particular renewal of the giving of Torah every day, which is drawn forth by the general renewal of the giving of Torah. Now, the Torah is given on Shavuos, and that gives us all the power that the learning of the Torah, of the energy for to lift us up, to be holy and to change the world, to be godliness and everything. That's a general give us the power. And then the second thing is how we take that and use it on our daily life. Well, bis Godges in your Mount Torah, but Shabbos Shalach, Mount Torah, but Parshas, Pirkei Avos, Kanal Tzif Olive, Maastricht, but Shabbos Shalach, Mount Torah, Yesh Kiddush Nosim, but Kalisa Inya the Mount Torah. Child said, Rebbe says, and according, however, so we say there's a new thing. However, from the emphasis on the giving of the Torah in the week after Shavuos, in the Parsha of the week, and the Pirkei Avos is mentioned above in chapter 1, it's understood that on Shabbos after Shavuos, there's an additional renewal. There's something new in the general phenomenon of the giving of the Torah, which therefore, in other words, the Rebbe is saying this. We just made the general principle that there's a newness from the giving of Torah. From there, you draw down a daily newness, something new. The Rebbe is saying here more. There's something special. The Shabbos, that's what it says. That it says okay. That's why he said something. There's a special edition, not just that happened from the giving of, but added to that, not just drawing down from the general thing. We read lift up at Nasso Esarosh. Nasius Rosh Be'er, that what's it mean? We're supposed to lift up the head. And it's relationship to the Shloshis, it's God's Mount Torah, it's surpassing the completeness of the renewal, which was on the holiday of the giving of Torah, to the extent, number two, that we start over again. Such a level, we start over again, say, Moshe Kibbutz Torah Misinai. The Torah received the Torah Misinai. Torah Chadash, Be'er, God's Mount. That it's like a new Matan Torah, a new giving of Torah in reference to that how it was originally given. So we have to understand the Malva Kiddush knows the Milibah the Kiddush is Matan Torah is Kachus, but probably because Yom Naseh but Shav Se'ach is Matan Torah, but Gal Zeh Mudgeshes well Yoser in the Matan Torah. As the Rebbe says, hence it's understood hence understanding is necessary. We have to understand what's happening. What is the additional rule? The whole thing, the Rebbe tells you this new thing happens. And then you have to understand how it works. Aside from the general renewal that happens on the holiday of the giving of the Torah, every holiday there's a new giving of the Torah, every Shavuos, and the particular renewal that happens every day, that happens on Shabbos after Shavuos, which is due to which we emphasize the giving of the Torah. That the Rebbe says, in English sometimes hard for me. So we have to understand what is the new Kiddush, the new things that are happening. Besides the general line that there's a newness, there's chachus in the giving of the Torah and every day. That's made after the Shabbos after Mount Torah. But to call this, why is this Shabbos as a special thing about the giving of Torah that adds even to the giving of Torah is given this week? That's the Rebbe saying. We have to understand how it works. Beish levar zeh b'hektim inyan v'hiskachus to Mount Torah. Kiddush lo hiskachus the Torah atzma. So it said we first understand that by explaining what's it mean that there's an additional aspect in the renewal of the giving of Torah, an innovation, not a renewal in the giving of Torah itself. There's innovation in the Torah, but it's not a renewal. Renewal means something brand new. Innovation means you take what you have and you make something new out of it. But you have it. It's nothing. It's nothing new. Even it's known. Lo rakas there's a divas algama towards the ksav gula b'yakin perushin b'torah shaval peh gulo. So Rebbe says that we're on number 4, by the way. We just on number 4, and it's known that although the giving of the Torah, that although at the giving of the Torah, everything in the Torah was given, not only the 10 Commandments, but rather the whole written Torah, together with explanations in the oral Torah, including everything in the Torah that were revealed and innovated in all generations until our generation, like it says our sages. Everything that a veteran student will innovate, was said to Moshe Sinai. So let's go. Kala Gam Kalin Yonam Torah, Shadnikla Mitzkacha Bemesha Kala Adoras, Adorazenu Zeh, Kamam Razal Pilu, Ma Shatam Torah Vasik Masi, the Chadish, Nemar Moshe Sinai. So everything was given to Moshe. All the new Torah thoughts, anything you come up with a new idea, anything that was revealed, it all happened by Moshe Sinai. So what's it mean? The Rebbe says that the Torah in general was given the general idea, all the general principles. That you through these general principles of the Torah, the general thing, you're able to reveal through understanding it different things, and they bring out many different details in the Torah. Ad Shaprat Zen is until you have one thing, a person learning a Torah and understanding how the Torah works, how God sees the world through the Torah. He is able to make new things, he says. Even it says that at the giving of the rules that were given from them and through them, that we have to reveal, to bring to the light the numerous details that are in the Torah, to the extent that this detail that the veteran student revealed is his own novel insight. What's it mean? He figured something out new. I have novel insights sometimes also. I figured out something new. So it says a veteran student will innovate it. It's called by his name, and we say it in the name of the one who said it. So then there's sometimes a guy with something like the Rebbe, is an example. The Rebbe's come up all new types of Kedusha, all these things, new concepts, putting together things, how things. This is everything. The Rebbe said this. But he says a person himself can think and understand and look into things, and he can understand and bring up new concepts that weren't revealed before. So that's like bringing up new concept, Kedushin, and it's called by his name, because it says you're supposed to call things by the person who said it. Ba'od Iker, the Rebbe is moreover the main thing, that at the giving of the Torah we received also the parts of the Torah that were revealed in the time to come. Torah such a Moshiach shelimet kol ha'am, that will be what will happen, that we receive the parts of the Torah that will be revealed in the time to come, the Torah insights of Moshiach, the Messiah, which he will teach the whole nation. Since the giving of the Torah is something that only happened once, and there will not be another giving of the Torah, only that these details are now hidden to the degree that the revelation in the time to come is on a higher level, a new Torah. In other words, the secrets of the Torah that only God knows was given to us, but only God can bring these out. That it's a new Torah which is not possible to be revealed by those who receive the Torah. In other words, how much as you learn and study, it's the secrets that you won't be able to reveal, only by the giving, or only from God. That's what it says. There will be new Torah, Torah Chadashit Meiniti Teitze, that He's going to give it out, that which is complete incomparable to the level of Torah that is revealed to us in the present time, through the efforts of those who receive the Torah, as it says that, because the rabbis say that the Torah that a person learns at the present time is nothing compared to the comprehension of the Torah of the Moshiach. So in other words, this is a very special time that with learning Torah, that there's a level the Rebbe is saying that it's going to reveal the new Torah. This is Chassidus, by the way. This is the Rebbe's teaching a new Torah. That's the secrets of the Torah that only Hashem can reveal. Yekish Torah Kadash Miti Tetze, Nasso Kish Olam Shemaim Kadash Kamdacha, Aniose. Anil Ose Daika Ali Dezem Iti Tetze. So it says over here, and through the innovation level in the Torah, a new Torah will come forth from me. There will be an innovation also in the world. It says new heavens and new earth that I will make. Specifically, I will make like it will come from me. In other words, you'll see things that are made beyond belief. You see the secrets of how everything works. We'll see godliness and revealed in everything. That you couldn't, that nobody I'd learn and stuff, you couldn't bring it out of the Torah, but it's there, but only God can bring it out. In other words, in addition to the concept of the renewal, either in general on the holiday of the giving of Torah or the particular renewal every day, so that every day there's a renewal, which means that the same thing which was already revealed the first time will be renewed again from its source in a higher way. In other words, God revealing to a higher level. That is, this is also a phenomenon of innovation. That a new level is added, which until now was not revealed, both in Torah, a new Torah, and through this also in the world, a new heavens and a new earth. I'm not too sure. Kolomar. Let's go over this in Hebrew because I'm not too sure in English. So it says, no sabala Indian scotches, in addition to the idea there can be the renewal of the scotches, both the general scotches, both the renewal that happened in Mount Torah, also the decorations every day. Sheparusha, also Indian, Chekavan Ninchak, what's it mean? These things were already brought down into the world the first time, that we're revealing something more from its source. So therefore you have like a new thing because you're revealing something that was there but wasn't revealed. You're understanding how something works that you didn't understand before. That you're adding like to a new thing that until now it wasn't revealed. Hein b'Torah, Torah Chadasha, both in Torah, Shemaim Chadash, Eretz Chadasha. That through this there will be the heavens and the earth. That will be new. You want the computer and stuff? Guys, we're going to take a 2-minute break. Maybe not. Forgive me.
Are you on TikTok?
Yeah.
So why taking a break?
I'm not taking a break, but you have to get the computer out from here. My friend just came. So, okay. So, I had to give him the computer. It should be set up now. That's good. Okay. So now we're in number 5. So this the main concept here is that everything you do in Torah and mitzvahs, it affects the whole world. And so therefore there's a newness. When you bring down a new concept, it makes the world anew. In times of Moshiach, there says that the newness will be something that will be amazing. They want me to do something here to continue with you guys. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we're on number 5. Ba'amr Chazal ha'omer davar b'shem omer. The Chazal says that somebody says in the name who said it, Amir temagishus akidish ha'omer, maybe gul olam. So sages say that anyone who's something in the name of the person that said it emphasizes an innovation, a new concept of the person that it said, brings redemption to the world. The explanation of this is that an innovation, insight in Torah, something new concept, innovating and revealing the deep hidden knowledge which was locked up in exile until now, is a redemption, going out of exile in the Torah itself. And through this redemption in the Torah, he brings redemption to the world. So it says, so therefore we need saints, when you understand and bring down a new concept, this is revealing something, how things work, how you understanding, bring it down into the world. Like this is what I'm trying to do when I'm giving these classes, is to bring what the Rebbe says down that everybody can understand it. So when you do this, you bring redemption to the world. I'm not going to eat Adayim Bazman, but the Rebbe says this redemption is still in times of the Golos, of the exile. Like it says that the redemption in Purim, which from there we prove that anyone that says something in the name of the person that it says brings redemption to the world. As it says, and Esther said to the king in the name of Mordechai, So the Rebbe says, so here we're still in the Kolos. We're not by the Gula Shlema. We're by the complete redemption. But here that when I mention something, that says somebody's name, they said something, that brings redemption to the world. It's still in the exile. So where do we learn this from? Purim, when Mordechai brings it down that Esther told the king in the name of Mordechai. So it said we learn from that brings redemption to the world, which we are then we're still servants of Achashverosh. Although we do hasten and bring the true and complete redemption through this, the reason for this is that since redemption in Torah is not complete, because even after the veteran student that's in every generation, the genius in Torah, reveals and innovates something in Torah, there are still many other parts of the Torah that are still hidden away in the exile. So in other words, as much as much as Mordechai did, much as we do revealing the essence and the secrets of the Torah, this itself is there's so many things still left. There's so many revelations of godliness beyond belief that we haven't seen yet. And the complete redemption of the Torah, when everything the Torah revealed through God, through Hashem, is the new Torah, which its revelation is only through God Himself. It says, from me, from God, will come forth, which means that also the revelation will come forth is in the power of God from me, that God can reveal it from Himself, which therefore the revelation will be truly complete. Nothing will be left hidden, as it says. And your teacher will not know what will be hidden no more, and your eyes will see your teacher. Everyone will know me. So this is what we're talking about. This is the idea of the complete redemption, that everybody's going to see God, and God's going to tell us everything, and it's going to be like automatic. We're just going to wow. I tell a lot of people about Shiva. I don't want to go into all the details, but very amazing stuff. And these people are been doing this for years. And all of a sudden, everything clicks. I've said it many times, but it says, all of a sudden, we're going to see how everything works. Everything's part of God, and through the redemption for the world becomes the complete. So it's where was I here? By Zeh, to this, Luludas the Olam B'Tartus, that the world will be throughout the complete redemption. Through this, that everybody's going to know Hashem, that everybody's going to see Hashem is running and He's revealing all the secrets. That this is going to have the redemption. Olam Hulash and Helam, the world comes in the language of hiddenness. Al Shem Shel Olam Hisra, that Olam hides over and covers over the life of godliness that's in it. We don't see everything as godliness. We don't see it. This level of godliness, it's in an exile. And then when you have the Gula, the final Gula, he says it's going to totally nullify all completely the Hester Elam, everything that's hidden. That with the covering over godliness, and with Galo Chaz Elokit Shabolam, we can see how everything is from God. You have to go through. The Rabbi talks about in many of these classes. India explains these like in prior weeks. So try and go through it week by week and see if you can get this stuff. And if you continue to learn it, you get stuff. I guarantee everybody puts their self into this. Hashem will help you. God will help you, and you'll see more deep things. And you feel a better person. You feel better about yourself, and be able to do more good stuff. But the Rebbe says, and the main thing over here, that the new heavens and the new earth which I will make, it says, not only would there be that a renewal of the heavens and earth that God made in the 6 days of creation, like at the time of the giving of Torah, when the essence of the world was fortified, the world was afraid and then it quieted down. Rather, there will be, not only will it be like this thing and revealing what's already there, there will be a new sky, there will be Eretz, there will be Shemaim Kadasha, She'ikos Kiddush Bezel Hu Bezgalos Aniosa. He says, so there will be a new heavens and a new earth, that this will, the main Kiddush in this will be Aniosa, will be I make. That was, and it's see, She'akol Kelokid, the power of godliness, She'va'avas HaShemayim Ba'aretz, that brings into being the heavens and the earth, from literally from something for literally nothing. but over richuk abdallah, that is in a way okay, let's say maybe in English, it will be revealed in the most literal sense, that it will be clearly revealed in the heavens and the earth that the power of God that is creating them from nothing to something, the power of the essence of God. Why? In other words, our God, in order to create something, it comes from God's essence. I think I missed something. Let's go over this again. Sorry. We'll go back. It says, rather there will be a new sky and a new earth, which the main innovation will be in the revelation that I make on the Osa, that the godly power that created the heavens and the earth from nothing to something, in a removed matter and not revealed in them, that we don't see godliness as a part of everything. It's far away in their details and significance, will be revealed in the most literal sense. This level revealed, that it will be clearly revealed in the heavens and in the earth, the godly power that is creating them from nothing to something. The power, what's this level? What's going to be revealed? We're going to see the power of the Atzmos. We're going to see the Koach Atzmos, the power of the essence of God. Specifically, it says, Ani, specifically, I make, that the essence of the Blessed One be He, that I need blessed be He, that the essence of the emanator himself, that only God has the power, the greater, to create something out of something, nothing, nothing. So what's happening? That God, this is a very special thing. There's a higher revelation of godliness, and higher worlds are called Olamos, which means how God is not revealed, it's hidden over. But it says in this world, it's hidden over that we think we're separate beings. It will be revealed how everything in this world is just from Hashem, that the whole world is from Hashem. So therefore, since everything knows in a revealed way, it's part of God. So it's only that then God can be there, because there's nothing covering over God. So everything's revealed. So the world will be a dwelling place for Him. The dwelling place for God's essence. Like it says that a person in his house that has revealed all his essence, that you're here, that is my place, and relax, and you just let yourself go, in a good sense. So even sometimes without clothing, you're just naked. Because you're revealing your house. There's nothing hidden. There's nothing to hide. The future time, it says, it says in times of Mashiach, the times of the Gula, that your teacher won't be hidden anymore, meaning that he won't conceal himself from you with garments. Hidden. He won't be in garments. You'll see the essence of God. Or that says the light of godliness will be revealed in the future without any garments. That's already happened. That something similar to this at the giving Torah, as it says, that you've been shown in order to know that Hashem is God and there's no one besides Him. And from there, the surplus of the great light to the Jewish people, Hashem is going to reveal and give us everything. And we're going to just be these shining things, and we're going to shine out to the whole world. It says from there, from that surplus, the great light of the Jews and the darkness of the Gentiles will be illuminated, that will change the whole world. And the glory of God will be revealed, and all flesh will see will see together. And all flesh will see together. So we have we're all called Basa Yachta. It's interesting when it says all flesh will see together. Rebbe says over here, it means that physically, the flesh, everything's going to see godliness, not just the eyes. Okay, let's go further. Now we're on number 6. we may say the Rebbe is bringing a new chiddush for Yesh Neimar, that the innovation of the new heavens and earth, it says that the Yea, v'yesh leim v'shekiddush hashemayim v'chadashim v'ha'aretz ha'chadasha John Yosef Lagabis Kachus Kim V'Amidas Ha'olam Bizman Man Torah Hu Batam B'Nasa Ayideh His Kachus Torah Chadash Me'itetete Lagabis Man Torah. So now the Rebbe is going to talk about in times of Moshiach, the new Torah is going to be, we're comparing the two that was given to the Torah. So it says, let's go in English. And we may say that the amount of innovation of the new heavens and the new earth that I will make in comparison to the renewal of the fortification of the world at the time of the giving of the Torah, the world is in the correlation, and it's brought about through the innovation of the new Torah that will come forth from me in comparison to the time of the giving of Torah. In other words, there's going to be a whole new higher level. If you look at the giving of Torah, it's beyond belief. Like it says, nothing, everything stopped. The voice, that the shofar went, and the voice went, and then permeated everything, and everybody saw godliness, and it's amazing, amazing. But the Rebbe said that revelation is not going to be more than the revelation we're going to see very soon. The times of Moshiach, we're going to see that, and even to more level. Says in the time of the given Torah that the main part of the Torah that will be revealed in the time that was concealed, the main part, also the revelation of godliness in the world, that which through its existence of the world is fortified, is such that its main part, the power of the essence of God, of Hashem, through which the world is created from nothing to nothing, remains concealed. Let's go in Hebrew. Okay, Bizman Matan Torah Kevin She'achelach Ikri the Torah She's Galad Asi Lavo Ayabehelim Ayisar Gam is Galus Elokus Shabola. It's called by Elokus She'ayidezat Nasa Kiva Mizalim Bovim She'achelach Ikri Koch Atzbus She'al Yadu Nasa is Abus Mayin Yelesh Nishar Behelim. So the power of God creating the world in every second, this is hidden. We don't see it. Okay. Bit look at Zera the Nasa Kiva Bein El Yom Zektonim. Yonim so the Rebbe says, Mama comes, Gama Aki Akiva, Nishar Chelik, Yom, to talk to him. I say, get her, Olim Nishar, to talk to him with Drega, the Indian Esther, or Israel, okay, but Ikra, Kok Asman Nishar Behelim. So the Rebbe is saying over here, let's go over it. They says, it said, okay, that the main part, that the power of the essence of Hashem through the world is created from nothing, from something, remains concealed, and therefore that at the giving of the Torah, the decree when the Torah was given, what was the big thing by the giving of the Torah? Before the Torah was given, there was spiritual service, but it wouldn't affect the physical world. You couldn't make the physical world holy. Only after the giving of the Torah. That's why it says the mitzvahs after are much more important than the mitzvahs before. So therefore, there was nullified that now I can grasp godliness. I can feel godliness. This is what's special by our days of Moshiach. We can feel and grasp it, part of us. But that, okay, so therefore, because of the giving of the Torah, this was nullified, the decree that we couldn't connect, and physically, obviously, it did all the mitzvahs, but it didn't affect the physical world. And I think it's in Rashi, they said, one of the commentaries, they say over there about how they put on tefillin, and it was sticks, but the sticks they just threw away. Now we know that when you do something with holiness, the thing becomes holy. It affects it. And though that at the giving of the Torah, the creed was nullified, that there was the connection between the upper realms and the lowest realms, that the upper realms may descend to the lower realms, and the lower realms may ascend to the upper realms. Still, that even after the connection that remained, the difference between the upper realms and the lower realms, meaning that the world in essence was still low in level, being that God's light was concealed, because its main part, the power of the essence of God, remained concealed. So in other words, even though that holiness could be imputed in physicality, it's not the same level, because you couldn't see how everything's God, how everything's the Eibishter. So that's the number in the next paragraph. On the other hand, in the time the okay, when Jesus Gam Torah Kadash Meitei Gam his Galus Alakus Olav Takis Hashlemos. The Lo Hester Klau. So it says, on the other hand, that in the time of the time to come, since the main power of the Torah will be revealed in a new Torah that will come forth from me, that the revelation of godliness and will also be brought its height in perfection, without any concealment at all, as it states, that says that the glory of God will be revealed, and all the flesh will see the mouth of God spoken, and that it will be seen openly the existence of all flesh. Everything exists. That it will be openly that the way I exist, everything coming into being, everything being the being that comes into being. You'll see that God is enlivening it. This is an amazing thing. Koach Asmus, the power of the essence of God Himself. But Mela ain't chiluk ben Elin latakto. Therefore, there won't be a difference between what's a higher level and lower level. Because they're all one thing. That that's known that the as he said over here, that it's known that he says over there that there will be no difference between the upper and lower level because all are one as known, saying that the existence of the created existence is the existence of the true Hashem Himself. In other words, the God is the true existence, and we are created beings. So we're like. So it says when you see that your creation is only just God is doing it. God's creating it. That your existence is just God. And you're just God. That's all. God, the power of God, the power of the essence of God. It says we're going to see that at that time. So that means that's the special level, that we're going to be in this level that could buy anything else, because we're going to see how everything's God, and that's what we're doing. That's the giving of the Torah is the first to see how godly can be, that spiritual can be connected with the physical, and now we're going to see how the enlivening power is. Now we're on number 7. Okay. According to this, we can explain the innovation of the Shabbos after Shavuos, surpassing the renewal that happened during the holiday of the giving of the Torah. So why is this Shabbos so special? When the seas of Torah Bisman Torah Sham Nechlau Gam Chidish Torah, it says even though we see that by way of preference, that even though that the renewal of the giving of the Torah every year includes innovation in the Torah, just like the first time the Torah was given, it's included everything in the Torah. For both the innovations of the veteran student, even the big Torah scholar, as well as the innovations of the new Torah that will come forth from me. Hold on. We'll go to this in Hebrew. Even though we see there's a renewal every year, every Shana, every year when the Torah is given anew, that includes all the new concepts in the Torah. So just like the giving of the Torah was, but by the first time it includes everything in the Torah, all the later chedushim, the new concepts that were revealed by the Torah scholars, in every generation. So not only is in the Torah was including everything from everything that was given to all the new insights that every new great Torah scholar student gets, but also it will include in the Torah also Torah Kadash Meitei, the special Torah that comes out from Hashem. Yesh Leimar, the Rebbe is saying now a new thing. Shebepratis Yoser Mugedesh Achidish B'Torah B'Shabbos She'Achis Man Torah. The Rebbe wants to say this is a chiddush, a new concept. The Rebbe is bringing out something. He's saying that we can't say that more specifically the innovation in the Torah, not merely the renewal, is emphasized in the Shabbos after Shavuos, both regarding the innovation of the receivers of the Torah, but Gamle the Kedushim Shigayid de Makamei Torah Talmud Vasik, but Mesha Kol Hashanah through the whole year. That Hein Ba'ika B'Nagel the Chiddush the Torah Teite Meitze Shigayid they know the Torah. So okay, let me finish it and go over it again. The Torah meditated. Yigaru ayidei knows in the Torah. Those mizeh gam hachidish v'onu shemayim chadashim v'arz chadashim gevon she'achal yom b'chol yom sheyavo v'zman kol shana kula. So he says over here, in wide way of preference, that even though that the renewal of the giving of the Torah of every year includes the innovation in the Torah, just like the first time was given is included everything in the Torah. All the innovations of everything is included. All the great students, the veteran students, as well as the innovations of the new Torah, which will come forth from God, the higher Torah that only God can reveal. We can say that more specifically, the innovation in Torah, not merely the renewal, as is emphasized the Shabbos after Shavuos, that there's both regarding the innovations of the receiver of the Torah, that both that in relation to Torah is more emphasized in the Shabbos after Shavuos, both regarding the innovations of the receivers of the Torah, the students that we received all year round. We get their new concepts, we have new power to reveal more that wasn't revealed, but that was humanly possible. And also regarding innovation of the new Torah that will come forth from God's, the Torah of Moshiach, which will be revealed by the giver of the Torah, by God himself, as an outcome from this, also is an innovation in the world. There's also will be, since the Torah is the blueprint of the world, everything comes from the Torah, so there will be an innovation in the world, a new heavens and new earth, which since we waited for Mashiach every day, that the time for it says, I know what Rebbe means here, since we wait for Mashiach every day. That we're always we're wanting and waiting for this new revelation every day. Zimna kol hashana kula, that the whole time we're waiting for that Hashem should reveal himself and bring the new Torah. But Inyan Zeh, this is, so what was the Rebbe saying here? So the Rebbe is saying that from the Torah now, there's from Shabbos to Shabbos, a new higher level that was revealed before. That the new higher level of Torah be given, that we said before, and this Torah includes what's going to be revealed by the great Talmidei Chachamim, by the great Torah students, and also the new Torah in reference to it's be given now a higher level. It also includes the Torah of Moshiach. Okay. Pashas, so now Randy's going to go on and say, but Inyan Zeh Mudgash B'Inyan Torah Shekorim Elomde B'Sham Shalachim Zon Torah. This is emphasized in the Torah Shabbos that we read after the Gimel Torah, both in the Parsha, like it says, and also in Pirkei Avos. Okay, Parsha Shavuos. We're number on Ches. Okay, we'll do one more. Parsha Shavuos. Said, Carlos, Parsha, he Nasso says, the beginning of the Parsha is that you should lift up the head. Shavuos, in Yonim Torah, the head means matters of the Torah, learning Torah. Nasso Rosh, that you should lift up the head, that you should become to a higher level, that the head should become readed to a higher level. Say, Yonim Shaliyim Torah, who betok Tainuk, Shalamayim Elok, Achain Lamayim Onik. Whoa. Tosef Ilu Gado Belim Torah, Rosh, Ad Kiddush Torah. Wow, let's look at this. I told this of amazing stuff. Okay, you must be amazed. It should be. Hopefully, you'll learn this stuff and get amazed. It's amazing stuff. It's so true and it's so amazing. This week's parsha, Pashas Nasso, at the beginning and the head of the parsha, it says you should lift up the head. Which head is what's that? Is a concept of Torah study. You should lift up the head, exalting and glorifying the head. It's the idea of learning Torah. So how do you lift up the head? You learn Torah with great oinig, with great pleasure, which is higher. With oinig and pleasure is higher than the faculties of intellect. It's higher than you understand things. Moreover, there is nothing higher than pleasure. Oinig is the essence of everything, which through this the Torah study of the head reaches a much higher level to the extent of innovating insights in Torah, including and mainly the complete lefamna of additional and innovation of the Torah lift up the head in the time to come. So in other words, when you learn Torah and you realize that this is God's special Torah, and you're tying yourself to the Eivishter, and you understand and you feel, and you're so excited that you're one with the Eivishter, and the Eivishter gave you the possibility to learn what we're learning. Like right now, we're like all one, the level of one with God. So you come to this level that you're going to happen since you're learning with oinig, pleasure. Oinig is delight, is above intellect and everything. So the sphere is it's like the inner part of the crown. So you're learning, when you learn with this oinig, including mainly the complete phenomenon of additional and vision, lifting up the head, and the time to come, it includes the oinig that you're learning. It said this will bring you also to the level of time to come. The new Torah will come from me. The reason for the Torah, the level of pleasure in the Torah. Let's look at this over again. So this you're learning with great oinig, and this all is the completion of this will be when the future, when you're learning that we're just one with the Eibishter, and God is just total oinig, total delight, total pleasure beyond belief, inner essence, and we're just one with God in this level. So that's when we're one that level of living this oinig, then we're going to see like the Torah, the new Torah from Moshiach. So everybody says we have to live like that now. But this is what we have to do. V'yesh lahosef. Sha'af b'meshek hakosef ne'emar Nasso es rosh b'nei gershon gam heim. That even though we see that in the Torah it says that you should lift up the heads of the sons of Gershon, also them. This is also shy to Levi, to Shevet Levi. I'm a Levi, so I always love this. So that's what's the mean? The Levites were the ones who took care, who helped the Kohanim. They took care of everything in the base of Mikdash, so we couldn't touch the holy things, but they carried and they recovered everything. So this it says was so we may add that even though the continuation of the verse that you should lift up the heads of the sons of Levi, as well, Gamhain, which relates only to the tribe of Levi. Nevertheless, in the time of redemption, this phenomenon will be for all Jews. In other words, this level that we talks about over here about the Jews taking care of the Mishkan, taking care of the tabernacle, is only for the Levites. It lifted up the Levites to this special level. He says this will be for everybody. Everybody's going to be lifted up like this. Like the Rambam says, he says not only the tribe of Levi, rather every Jew. You listening? Rather every Jew, whose spirit motivates him and his understanding concludes to set him aside and to stand before God, to serve him, to know him, removing from the neck the yoke of the pursuit of the common people. Indeed, he sanctified as holy of holies. In the time to come will be the state of every Jew. And every Jew will want to do this. As the William Rambam said at the end of his book, in that time, that pursuit that the entire world, most certainly the Jewish people, will be solely to know God. And therefore all the Jews will be very wise and will know the concealed matters and will grasp the knowledge of their Creator. and this is emphasizing in the continuation of the Yisrael. In other words, the fact is, and this we see by the Baal Tshuva today, I've known by many Baal Tshuvas, and we reach when God wakes us up, as we have to listen to my other classes, Joe Forgot to explain this, that God once wakes us up, all we want to do is serve Hashem. So I repeat this many times, but this is very apropos to now. Like when I was like living in Tucson, there wasn't any Jews around me when I was there, who I was living with. I mean, the Jews in Tucson, but not that. And all of a sudden, something happened, and the next thing I know, that it's actually the yard site of Mayor Abasera. He was the yard site this week, having a big thing for him. He was like the head of macrobiotics, and he happened to come at that time. I was in macrobiotics, which is was a hippie for a while. Then I got into macrobiotics, which is basically eating organic foods and different things at a certain level based on something. And he was one of the leaders, and happened to come to Tucson. And for some reason, I didn't even know why, just like hitchhike out to the outskirts of Tucson to have a peaceful time to keep Shabbos. I know do what I was doing. I take books and read in the bathroom. You're not supposed to read books and all different things. And all of a sudden, I was telling him this. He came to, I was just talking about life and what to do. So he says, why don't you go to the rabbi who lived there? So I went over to the rabbi. And the rabbi said, I told the rabbi, what I do. I don't even today know what happened. You know what? I didn't say, well, why am I supposed to do this? I said, what do I do? And he said, put on tefillin, do this. I did all. And then a couple months later, I had to go to Israel, and I even went to more. So I'm saying, but my whole being had changed like this. And I was just recently in 770, the headquarters of where the third base of Migdash is right now. They're going to come from there to the third base of Migdash, where the Moshiach is right now. That I was there, and they were having a pagisha, having students from the university come to talk about God and to become enlightened. And so I talked to a guy. I said, how old are you? He says, I'm 20 years old. So right away, I don't know how these comes to me, but right away he said, well, for 20 years I didn't think about God. So he looks at me, he says, 19 years I didn't think, and I said, now that's all I think about. He says, for 19 years I didn't think about that. Now that's all I think about. So we have now, today, we have this concept of a Levi, that about tshuva overall, a lot of it, that's what we want to do is just serve Hashem. It's a very, very amazing thing. It's throughout. And when I tell this to people, they really relate to it. So the Rebbe is saying that this level of Levi, that everything is given over, that everybody's going to be like that. So we see now in our generation, we see a lot like this. In Yizamukach God, but the authors is emphasized in the Parshas of Nazir. It says it's in Dinim the Zeros, it emphasizes, it says in the laws of a Nazir, it emphasizes the phenomena that await his coming every day. In Jewish law, that we're talking about, that we're waiting every minute for the Abish to reveal himself to us, that if someone says that I will be Nazir the day Moshiach comes, it is prohibited to drink wine and cut his hair forever, since every day is characterized the day Moshiach comes. And the present tense, behold, the Moshiach comes. The Rebbe says that if I say, I'm making a Nazir is not allowed to drink wine, not to cut the hair. There are many different things that a Nazirite, I guess it's called in English. So that it's a very special laws. And you usually do it for 30 days, a certain period. But if you just say, okay, I'm going to be a Nazir, lo, b'chal yom, every day Mashiach, that's Mashiach's coming. So the halacha is, we don't know any second Mashiach can come. So therefore it has to stand Nazir forever. B'chal yom, every day is the day Mashiach can come. So it says, and for Lashon, it says, Hinni Mashiach ba, now Lashon, the Mashiach's coming now. For here it's understood. So therefore, so we're trying to understand what is the concept of the revealing of everything, and the highest of all levels, and everybody's going to see godliness. So it says, from here it's understand that also the Indian of Torah Kadash Meditates, it's the Torah of Mashiach, the new Torah, Nasso Rosh Patakis, the Shleimus, the Achri Hakdamas, the Pashas, B'yonim Olam, the Zeros, Patakis, the Shleimus. He said we may add, no, the wrong one, which from this is understood that also the phenomena of the new Torah which will come forth from me, God, the Mashiach's Torah, to the uplifting of the head at the height of perfection, after the perfection of the separation of the worldly things in Nazir, that at the height of perfection is not categorized as future will come forth, rather than the present, a new Torah is coming to the extent that a moment later it will be past and the new Torah will come forth. So it says, let's go to it again. Rebbe's pointing out how everything is done in such a, that it's, let's see, Mizeh moving. Shagama in the Torah Kadash Meditates. So we're talking about the new Torah is going to come from Moshiach. Nasso Rosh Patakis the Shleimus, that lifting up the head in the complete way. After we're talking about the preference of Naziros, of matters of the world, that a person is careful in the matters of the world, Naziros. He's very careful not to do anything wrong. Eino Begetter Asi. It's not like this is going to happen in the future. Tate say Malashin Asi. Ella Begetter Hova V'Talishin now Torah Kadash V'Yitate Yotzes. That the new Torah will come from it out. Right after this thing, right after this minute, the Torah Kadash V'Yitate Yatzad came up. Okay. The Rebbe generally says the Torah Kadash V'Yitate. The Rebbe is saying no, it's another level. It's a level that's already happening. Let's go with this. I'm going to read it over in English. I think I understand it now better. Which from this is understood that also the phenomena of a new Torah will come forth for me, the uplifting of the head at the height of perfection after the perfection and separation of growing matters that you're totally not involved in, you only called oddness, at the height of perfection, is not categorized as future, will come forth. Rather, in the present tense, a new Torah is coming forth. What's it mean? To the extent that the moment later it will be deemed past, a new Torah came forth. So the Rebbe is saying here that we learn from this, of the Nazir, that just like Eddie, he says that I'm a Nazir. I'm a Nazir until the Abish. I will be a Nazir the day the Moshiach comes. So since it says in Allah that Moshiach can come any minute, comes. He's here. It's not like simply in the future. So he says the same thing here with the Torah. He says the same thing. Concept is with the Torah. We learn from this that the Torah, that in Lashon Hova, that the Torah is coming now. We're in the level is coming now. That this next second it already came. So it's ever trying to point the eminence of everything happening. Zayagazut, everybody. This is we got up to tests. We take a little bit of a break. We'll start up again. I hope you guys enjoyed, got something out of it. If you want to know more and more stuff, you check up on Rebbe 770, REBBE 770. There's a .com and it's an app, and we have all these classes we're developing in the app. We have all the classes in the text. Thank you so much. Be well. God should bless everybody, and we should have the biggest blessing. We should have Gula Shlema right away.